the first thing that happens when you get to Belize is you get on a little plane to get to Placencia. We've gone to Placencia for the past 2 years in a row, and this will be kind of a composite video of some of the places we've stayed and some of the things we've eaten. Placencia is a lovely, relaxed little town. We've really enjoyed our trips there. This is a 6-seater plane. And you can see, looking below, there, we fly over some lush jungle, but mostly we fly over areas of lots of water and just a little bit of land.
The beautiful part about this is you're not flying too terribly high, so you can get a really good bird's eye view of everything down below.
That's the Placencia Peninsula. We're on the lagoon side, and that's the Caribbean Sea over at the top of the screen there. And here comes the runway into Placencia.
Those props really do go faster than that, just so you know. We're not coasting in. That's just what the video does. It's just so beautiful and blue down in there. And you can see the bottom of some of that water too. Or, you know, at the bottom of the water.
And so here we are coming in on the runway.
Always happy when these pilots hit it perfectly. They're all good though. We've done many flights with these with Tropic Air and been happy with their service.
The locals don't really have a preference between Maya Air and Tropic Air. It's just whichever one fits your schedule better. We've always flown on Tropic Air, but that just is how it happened. No particular reason.
How'd you like to live right there next to the airport? At least they're small planes.
Nice little airport. So now the first place we stayed this year was Chabil. This is one of the nicest places we've ever stayed as far as resorts go. It's a little pricey, but...
And really as quiet as you see right there this trip. There were very few people, mostly older people, so it was pretty quiet.
And we made an entire video about this place, so we're not going to go into too much detail here, but I'll put the link to the video in the comments. But the Caribbean Sea right there, and this is why I come here.
I go wherever he goes.
Just nice, sunny,
warm. It's like in the high 70s.
Being the Caribbean, there's not a lot of big wave action. And iguanas around the pool.
One of those jumped in the pool and swam across. I was kind of glad I wasn't in the water at the time. It would have freaked me out. It might have been that guy there. It was a pretty good sized one.
And then the next place we stayed was Caribbean Beach Cabanas, and we had stayed there last year.
There's about, 7 or 8 little spaces of varying sizes. They just updated that bar last year.
And again, we've made a video about staying at this place, so I'll link to that in the comments.
So this is a really great place to get to know people from all over the place too. We sit by the pool and or the bar, and there's people from Alaska and Wisconsin or whatever.
And both these places are adults only, which is one of the reasons we stayed there. Here's the cabanas at night. And there's Lucas.
Oh, you cut off his
holding an
face.
iguana.
He's such a sweet guy. Great bartender.
So this is the kind of the main street in Placencia, and has been for a long, long time. The sidewalk. This sidewalk takes you everywhere. There's some construction. You notice the wood holding up all that concrete. More of the sidewalk, just more of the sidewalk.
It's really colorful. It's beautiful.
Some little hibiscus. We never did drink at this bar, but we passed by it. And this is the other side. The road is much newer. It was built within the last 50 years. And there's a little commerce going on. That was a supermarket, and there's a fruit stand. And then the shack. This is one of our breakfast places. we had to go because of the name.
Yeah, it's good. They have good food and great service.
And then this is the Turtle Inn. This is Coppola's resort there. It's really expensive. We wouldn't stay there unless we want a free couple nights or something. But the only wine selection we ever saw in Belize, Coppola imported a whole bunch of his own wine.
Very used to that.
So we're on our way to the bar here to kill a little time before our dinner. And you can tell it's pretty quiet. It was like 5 o'clock, I think. And it's just this beautiful space. Really great bartenders that know what they're doing, and a view of the water from right there. Can't really see it from here, but
It's a beautiful bar,
bartenders that know what they're doing.
kind of.
Well, these guys were really pretty good, and they knew how to interact, and it was a good experience. I could sit there all day and do one of those after another. Matthew's going to tell him how to fix his drink in a second here.
One martini.
He's asking his co-workers.
You make it just like that, and then pour it with the ice into a glass.
No problem.
She's smiling at me. That's the thatched roof of the bar. Just designed so beautiful. Apparently Coppola has many resorts around different places.
And see, he did get
You got it right. He didn't even pour it into a martini glass like they do sometimes. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to drink that?
And
There's
look,
the happy couple.
We were here.
I even had to put my best dress on for that one. The moon was shining. One of the better bottles of wine we had. They had this bread that they bring out, little rolls. They were delicious. So here we are at Coppola's Turtle Inn, the Mare. Here is my seafood linguine. It's beautiful. Look at this. And then here's Matthew's seafood what?
Medley
Medley.
of some sort. That's not what it's called.
It's
but
gluten-free.
it'll do.
We talked to the dude who is also a gluten allergic person. Look at this, it's beautiful. And then we have, I don't know if you can see it, it'll work, but there's the moon up here. This is fantastic. There's the moon. It's beautiful. We're pretty happy about this. We'll see how good it is when we eat it. We're gonna have some leftovers, pretty sure. Here's just some photos of a few things we had. This was an appetizer. There's that beautiful
Seafood tower, I
seafood
think,
tower
of
thing.
some sort.
That pasta I forgot to say was homemade or fresh made pasta. It was delicious. There's the main dining area. There's a movie screen where they're showing black and white photos. Fantastic wines. And you got to take your camera to the bathroom because
So Wendy's was another restaurant that we ate at a few times. Rumfish y Vino. We were here in the middle of a rainstorm.
we got wet getting there.
Yeah,
It just came down like in a movie.
just started pouring. But these guys had some good. There's the specials, and I had the Guajillo chili rubbed snook.
Their food is really pretty amazing.
They do have good food. And everything, of course, is outside, so it's lovely. So this was ceviche, and they put popcorn in it for some reason. It was still pretty good. And that was the snook. So the reason we come here, once again, is the beautiful water. Here in Placencia, I can go swimming in this water. It's really nice. This time of year, there's not a lot of sargassum. In the summertime, sometimes it can pile up pretty well and make it difficult to go swimming here. Tipsy Tuna is a place that we've frequented several times. They have these little sayings on the walkway in that are, somewhat humorous. and the place is pretty much hopping.
Maybe not right
At
now.
least with a lot of noise. We've seen Garifuna dancing here and drumming, which is another video that we made.
We try to go to a place early. It really pays off.
What'd you say, Mr. Cook?
We should have eaten that cookie before we left.
We did.
I went upstairs there and got a couple shots of the Caribbean.
So you can swim there.
Kelly's beverage,
Start the day off right with a vodka martini.
and I was having some sort of a grape drink. There's some wings, grapefruit drink.
Yeah. Looks like some poppers for Miss Kelly.
You know, I should say Belize doesn't seem to have a lot of real juices, even though what we flew over was orange fields. It always seems to be like orange drink or grapefruit drink. Kind of interesting.
Another, what do you say about the sunrise?
Well, it's sunrise. You know, the sun comes up every day in Belize. And facing east, you get to see it. And look, there's another person on the beach.
There are quite a few dogs in Belize too, but most have owners.
So Cozy Corner is another one of our breakfast restaurants. We ate there several times on both trips. Really good breakfast and a nice quiet place.
Well, again, early, like we do. We usually get to every place right when they open or early.
There's their
So look at that; those prices. It's actually half that price because 2 Belize dollars equals $1 US.
They make a really good crab omelet, or this is probably shrimp omelet.
It's my egg sandwich. That it was a little weird. Here's the pretty part of the morning. Then you just go right down here. And this is the unpretty part. That's why I hate plastic. Pretty. It's not pretty. Picked up the Wi-Fi at least.
So it's the little wine bar upstairs. Just a little place. They have some wine tonight. We're having a Lodi Zinfandel. So just like home. So Beaches and Cream is a nice little coffee shop. When we were staying in a VRBO that didn't have a good coffee, we walked up here. This is Omar's. We ate here both trips. Crab once, lobster. Oh my God, Creole crab. I'm just getting started in the look already.
So where are you?
This is so delicious. I am at Omar's in Placencia.
Belize.
And Belize, yeah. And I'm having the Creole crab. And they just bring you out this whole crab covered in goo. And it's really delicious. This is really good.
And messy.
It's messy.
And then you get a,
No, ma'am.
we're having Belican, the beer of Belize. They bring them out with a napkin on top. Just because you're supposed to wipe the top off before you drink it. But yeah, he's having a good time here. We're in trouble. if he
This
gets
is
all the
really
shirt.
good. This is the kind of thing I came to Belize for. All right, so we're back here at Omar's because I really wanted to try it again. I had the Creole crab, if you'll recall, the other day. I made a huge mess and it was absolutely delicious. It was tremendous. So let's see, I'm having the coconut curry snook fillet tonight, and Kelly's having the fried fish.
Which is probably snook.
It's probably
So
gonna
snook
be
is like
snook.
kind of like a cod or something like that. We've had it a couple times. It's been really good.
It's been good. So here they have decorations of fish on the walls, and Omar also has an art gallery. So
Yeah, which I checked out, and
it has,
there's some art in there.
yeah, smart fish art.
Fish art, yeah. Okay.
It should be good though. So this looks and smells really good. You see the little pyramid of coconut rice. There's Kelly's fish. Breaded. Looks good. Mm-mm-mm. So we went back here again, and they had grilled lobster tail, so I got that. And this was the server.
She was really good.
She was-
Sweet.
And Kelly got the fish and chips. And this was only, what, 60
60
US?
cents.
So we're going to Dawn's. See that yellow building back there? That's where it is. It's the other side of the soccer field. You go down this rickety little path and you get over to the to Dawn's. It's this is authentic here. It's really good too.
Okay. Video on the inside.
So we ran the gauntlet, and now we're over here.
So we'll be listening to some soccer kids.
We're hoping we get a soccer side seat. Last time we were here, they were done by 7.
Oh, I know, but now go ahead and finish.
So yeah, the Dawn's at the galley, and today's special is fish and shrimp. They also have fish or shrimp or conch, and these that are not special can be Creole or curry. And so I'm having the conch curry, and Kelly is having the fish and shrimp. And,
I'm having rice and beans.
and I'm just having coconut rice. But the beans have been really great, and
Yeah, that's why
so
I know
that's
that.
probably going to be pretty cool. So
So we'll see.
it'll be interesting.
Yep.
So this is a repeat. We had this the other night, but conch fritters with the dipping sauce. And look at, I mean, some of the conch fritters we've had are just flat with very little filling. These puppies are really full of conch. They're delicious.
And then there's this. I haven't
It's
really
a-
figured out this.
It's a salsa, but it's
Like
a
an aioli
creamy.
thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like a fry sauce thing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
It's got some spice. So we're on our way to the Pickled Parrot. This is a bar owned by an expat. We're off on a little branch sidewalk. They have these little stuff inlaid in the sidewalks in places.
First time we visited Placencia, we were regulars here. Good bartenders again. And they have a nice menu of cocktails. I had a parrot piss, which was delicious.
Sometimes at night they have music over in that corner. We had some food.
I think it looks like a fish sandwich,
sandwich,
maybe.
yeah.
That would have been mine.
That was a crab dip.
Some wings.
We finally found our ribs. We were wandering around and we just happened to cross Doyle's barbecue. And we found our ribs. And look at these things. They're just massive. And
They said there was 2, and we each got 3.
we each got 3. You could have various sides. I'm having the scalloped potatoes. They also had rice and beans. You could have it all if you wanted, and potato salad.
She looked like we should have had it all.
Yeah, Kelly's got the potato salad.
I got potato salad. We'll see.
She goes, "Is that all you want?"
Yeah, she really looked funny about that.
Well, I think it's going to be enough.
So we're sitting here beside this canal right here. There's homes and rentals along in here.
This is over on the west side of Placencia, so it's the lagoon side.
Yeah.
And it was just raining a moment ago.
And I asked what kind of wood this is. It's oak. That just doesn't make sense. But yeah, there's a gentleman over there barbecuing right there. So anyway, I'm gonna dig in now.
It's delicious. They gave Kelly a little bit bigger ones because she looked hungry. So iguanas, you see them everywhere. They're a little shy, usually, not always. Sometimes they'll just sit there and stare at you. So So this is kind of Main Street around here. Looks a little precarious if you're in the middle of the night after spending some time in these beach bars. But here we are, home again. This is out in front of the Caribbean Beach Cabanas. It's February, so there's not really a lot of sargassum.
And it's just a quiet beach.
Nobody on it for us.
Weekends get a little busier sometimes with locals, but
Not much.
not much.
So more food from around here and there.
You can tell it's a lot of seafood we go for.
Ceviche,
Good stuff. That might have been at Rick's.
an actual healthy
Yeah, that was
salad.
Rick's. That's a good place too.
There's an
Mr.
iguana up in a tree. This is the front of the Caribbean Beach Cabanas.
That's from our little cottage.
Yeah. Another sunrise, another sunrise. You know, it happens every day the sun comes up. And we were here, and we were tan.
Yeah, we got really tan this year.
Ooh, gelato.
I know. It's so good. One of each, please.
Another sunrise.
How can you not love that?
Here's a little bit of moonrise. We
Is that
timed our
rise?
first vacation here to
Guess it would.
be there on the moon, full moon. And you know, it's just beautiful and calm and warm.
We'd
And-
really recommend Placencia.
And there's the speed
Speed
bump
bumps.
sign that's been altered. And then it's time to leave, and we get back in the little planes, and off we go. Kelly gets her own window seat.
Yeah, I love getting to look out the window.
And you fly over just amazing stuff. That's the Placencia Peninsula. And a lot of water and just a little bit of land. And there's houses in remote places. Sometimes there's houses where there's no roads. And there is the international airport. And it's time to leave. So thank you for watching Two Cooks in Belize, and we'll see you next time. Subscribe to our channel for more adventures.